Good evening. I just want to take a couple minutes of your time to review about library procedures, how I will get parents involved and teachers involved, and what all I have for those students this year. So just before we get into all that, just a little bit of background and information about who I am. My name is Jennifer Bressingham. I am a first year librarian here at Rodriguez Elementary. This is my 4th year in the district, but my first year here at Rodriguez. I've taught the previous 9 years, and then my 10th year, I decided to go and be a librarian. So I have my master's in reading from A&M, and I also am currently working on my master's for library science, and I'd love to make learning fun and engaging. That is my goal. Especially being a classroom teacher, having the background of my master's in reading. I also have my reading specialist certification. I knew that to make things stick for kids, sometimes you have to do something different. And so that's what I would like to incorporate into my library as well. As for parental involvement, I love building relationships with the students and their families. That was my goal as a teacher, and it's still my goal as a librarian. So I'd love to give you ideas for books to read for your students, as well as to help you with your struggling reader. If you want your child to stop bringing home a certain book, or because you know that they're struggling reading with it, or they're not even reading with it, just let me know and I will help you. I will help you in ways to connect with your kid through literature. I will also invite you into my library, because if you ever have any questions about my lessons or what I'm teaching them, you are feel free to come into my library. And there will be literature nights or STEM nights or some sort of fun activities throughout the year that you will be able to be a part of as a family. I can also provide you with websites, apps, or other sources that you might need. I am here to advocate for you and your child, and that is my top priority. As far as for teachers in the school, I want to build relationships with the teachers as well. And if you don't have a good relationship with the teachers, then the culture of your campus is not great. And so I'm here to give you ideas for your lessons, books that you need. I know as a classroom teacher, sometimes it was hard to do it all. And so to have the help of your librarian, utilize them as a resource, that's what I'm here for. I can also help you provide enrichment for your kids when you need it. So you might have kids who made masters on the benchmark, and you need something to challenge them while you work with the other kids during intervention time. I can pull those kids and I can do a novel study with them and work on their weak teaks so that we can help improve their higher order thinking skills and have fun at the same time. Also, if there's a particular lesson that you're struggling with, or that you know that your kids are not getting a certain teak, I can provide a lesson in the library on that and kind of help you and facilitate that learning alongside of you, because that's what I'm here for. And if you ever need a resource or a website or ideas or something, I can provide those apps, resources, whatever you need to help you make your kids succeed. Which leads us into, what do I have for the kids? So the kids know this, and it's just something that I want to make known to everybody who is involved in our community. At the beginning of the year, just to get the kids excited about learning, did a grand opening of the library. And so I had done this in my classroom because I got this idea off of Instagram, and I just incorporated it into the library. And this is where I could talk about the rules of the library, what we were going to do that year, everything. They walked the red carpet. They got to sit down in the special VIP area and everything. It was just something to build the excitement of learning. And so from there, I wanted to jump off that starting point and lead us into our challenges. So one of them is my Reading House Cup that I have. Each grade level competes against the others in their grade, and they earn points with the monthly challenges that we have within our district, as well as activities that they do in the library, them going up on an ice station, anything like that. They get their minutes. On Myon, they can add those as well. And then at the end of the 9 weeks, there is one class from each grade level who will receive a prize. So this month is going to be like a leprechaun STEM challenge and a leprechaun snack. And then the winning the teacher also gets a little prize like coffee and donuts, chips, and queso, something like that. I also have the Tower of Book challenges where the kids, this will help them read different genres or get into other things with 20, 30, or 40 books that they can read. There's a Texas Bluebonnet Challenge list, the group list of 20 books. If they read that, there's certain awards that they can get at each grade level. The ultimate award is being principal for the day. So one of my students is almost already there. And then there's also the monthly challenges. Like we had our winter bingo in December, and then we also had um, our other challenges this month is like the leprechaun challenge, and then we had Christmas challenges and stuff like that. So they're all tailored to the months and the themes. We have a women's history challenge going on right now, and then we also use the hashtag Seguin Reads so that you can see that on social media as parents and educators. And then another thing I do is I celebrate their work in the library because what they do in the library is important. And so right here, you'll see a couple of pictures of kids who either did some of the reading challenges already, who got caught reading, who are a reader of the month. When we learned about Frida Kahlo, we did a Celebrate Hispanic Heritage Bulletin Board. An author sent me their book to review, and I did it with the kids and did an activity with them that they loved. And then our table up here is for our Bluebonnet Challenge people. If they read the first 5 books, they got to sit at the VIP table and then they got to vote on their favorite. It was really fun. Which leads me to what I do as an educator. What is my involvement? My job is to create a culture of readers. Choose books that are culturally relevant and showcase diversity to them. And then also talk about the books that I enjoy, because if you're talking about what you're reading, and the kids are going to want to read too. I also use activities I had from the classroom and modify them for the library. And I try to highlight important days in history and focus on self-selection for the kids. Um, I don't say, hey, you have to read your grade level or whatever. It's what they enjoy. And also, you need to have buy-in from the teachers and your admin and to build those relationships. And I think ultimately that is what I have here at Rodriguez, and I will continue to further service the staff, students, and parents of this school to the best of my abilities. Thank you for your time.